Hello everyone, we are here today to do a full resort tour of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We'll show where all the many pools are at this resort, as well as the transportation options, including the Skyliner, and of course the dining options, activities, and all the amenities here.
Now this is a massive resort with over 1,500 rooms. It is a very long walk from one end of the resort to the other. Now we're gonna speed through all of that so you don't have to endure the whole thing, but just keep that in mind if you're booking here. You probably are gonna be best off if you have a rental car or bring your own car down, because this place is absolutely huge. It is a moderate level resort and has rooms that sleep up to 5 people in them. They're great for families, especially if you have small children, those rooms that sleep 5. They've got preferred, standard, and water view rooms, as well as the pirate themed rooms, which are really cool. We have room tours of all those rooms on our channel and linked in the description down below if you'd like to see those. But now we're gonna go and see the resort as well as the Skyliner hub, which is located here at Caribbean Beach.
So let's go see.
So right at the front here, we have our check-in parking. And if it is full, they do have additional guest parking over here on the right. There's a parking lot right over here. And then we have our first bus stop. This is the Old Port Royal bus stop. There are also 5 additional bus stops at all of the different villages around the resort. The only buses we have here for parks are for Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. If you'd like to go to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, you're gonna do that via the Skyliner, which we will see the station for here in just a few minutes. You can also take a bus to Disney Springs or the water parks or ESPNY World of Sports whenever those are open. One other thing we have here, as you can see the bus in front of me, we have the internal resort shuttle. This is a bus that just stays here within Caribbean Beach and drives in a loop around the different villages up here to Old Port Royal, and also makes a stop at one additional station, which is by the Skyliner station. And we'll see that one when we go over there to check out the Skyliner. And you can see the Disney's Magical Express pickup and drop-off location is right over here at the front of the porte-cochere. They have space for you to stand and wait for the bus. There's also a couple benches over there, and of course some distancing markers down on the ground. You can drop off your luggage here at the front. They do have bell services available. The window is right over here to the left. They'll help you take that luggage. They'll hold it for you if your room is not ready. They'll deliver it to your room when it is ready. And then if you are checking out, they will hold your luggage for you here at Bell Services until you come and get it. So if you want to leave your bags, go to the park for the day, you are able to do that. They do not have valet parking here though, so something to be aware of. That is only available at the deluxe resorts. There's also a place for rideshare pickup and drop off. You can see the sign directly ahead of me over there. If you're using Uber or Lyft, they should have a designation within the app for which village rideshare pickup location you are at. This one is Old Port Royal, but we're gonna have those available at each of the villages right near the bus stops as we travel around the resort. Just to the right of the entrance over here, we do have the restrooms and the ATM over there as well. And then we have the Disney Vacation Club kiosk right here. If you'd like to tour one of the Disney Vacation Club rooms, they will have a cast member here to help set that up for you. Over on the right is the gift shop. We'll go check it out in just a minute. And in the main lobby here, lots of seating areas, lots of places you can sit and wait if your room's not ready, or if your rest of your party is in line to check in. You can wait over there on one of the couches or chairs. Lots of space here to spread out and sit down. Over on the left here is where the front desk is. They do have a lot of kind of tables and kiosks set up around, so the cast members with iPads can come and help you. You don't have to go and stand at one of the desks necessarily. And of course they do have distance markers on the ground here for creating a queue during check-in time. Now through these doors we can head out to the main pool and the rest of the resort, but instead of going out there, we're first going to go and check out the gift shop as well as the quick service option here, Centertown Market. So this is Calypso Trading Post, and often throughout the day just outside we're going to have a pin trading board. So if you're into pin trading, it's a great spot to stop. They have lots and lots of pins available. Good morning. And here in the gift shop we have, of course, lots of Disney merchandise. We have the annual parks merchandise here on display at the front. And they have lots of kids' clothes on the wall over here. It's a really good sized gift shop in here. This is, again, a Skyliner resort. The hub for the Skyliner is here, so we have lots of Skyliner merchandise. And then we have our typical Mickey and Minnie Disney Parks shirts and pants and bags, things like that. And then we have some resort-specific merchandise here as well for Caribbean Beach. So let's go check that out. So Caribbean Beach here has a few things. We have some mugs as well as some toothpick holders. We have this really cool hat that's like this straw hat. I really like that. Keychains, shirts, several different things here with the Caribbean Beach theming and name on it there. And this area back here is where you'll find your drinks. We have some wines, a few different things there. We have a cooler that has a few other drinks in there, of course Coke, and we have half gallons of milk because the rooms do have mini fridges in them. They do not have kitchens or any kind of kitchenette in the room, so they don't have any type of microwavable food or frozen pizza or anything like that, but they do have just some drinks and Lunchables, things like that in there. And then we've got all kinds of snacks, Disney snacks back here. You got your Goofy Candy Co. and popcorn and Chippendales trail mix, chocolate covered pretzels, just lots of different snacks here. And then we get into the kitchenware and luggage back there on the back wall. We have our little first aid station here and toiletries on the other side. And we have some swimwear for the kids. It really is a really big gift shop here. So this is Centertown Market. This is the quick service location here. They have breakfast until 11 a.m. and then lunch starts at 11 and goes till 10 p.m. Really pretty theming in here. You'll notice on the right there is a second location. This is the grab and go typically, where they would have grab and go breakfast options, lunch options. That is not currently available. They've turned it into a specialty coffee location. You can mobile order your specialty coffees and pick them up there. Of course, with Centertown Market, you can also mobile order your lunch or breakfast or dinner, whatever you happen to be eating here. If you have an allergy or if you need to pay cash, they do have a register available for you, so you can do that. Good morning. So you can see there is lots and lots of seating here in Centertown Market. We've got the pickup window for the food over there. Tons of tables all around in here. And they also have additional seating outside, which we're going to see in just a minute. If you have one of those refillable resort mugs that gives you free refills for the length of stay, you can get it refilled here, but you do not give the cast member your mug. They will see the mug and give you a paper cup refill, so you don't have to hand them the mug. They're not handling everyone's mugs, things like that. One thing also worth noting is that they are not using the Coke Freestyle machines, which they had here in the past. You can see those are out of order. They're just using whatever is in the regular Coke machine there. And if you're looking for the restrooms, they do have some right back there in the back corner. We're gonna head out the door right here and see the outside seating and then go check out some of the rooms here at Caribbean Beach. You can see as we come out this door, there are lots of tables outside along the water under the canopy here. If you're eating food from the Centertown Market, there's plenty of space to find a place to sit down and eat, both outside and inside. Now we're going to go ahead and go for a walk and check out one of the first villages here, and that's Martinique. But before we do, I want to point out the marina here. They do have boats here in the marina. You cannot rent boats. That's not something they do here at Caribbean Beach. However, they do have the fishing charters that you can book. Now, before we head out to explore the villages, I want to give you an idea of just how big this resort is. So we're here at Old Port Royal. You can see the little pineapple you are here there. And we're going to head all the way over through all the villages throughout this tour. First stop is going to be Martinique over here on the right. This is one of the preferred sections. Then we're going to head across the middle island there, Caribbean Cay. We're going to head over to Aruba, which is a standard section, but it's also very close to the Disney Skyliner station up there at Riviera. You can see Disney's Riviera Resort right there. Then we'll go back through Aruba down to Jamaica, and Jamaica is another standard section if you're booking a standard view room. And then we'll head down to the Disney Skyliner station, go down to Trinidad, which is the pirate rooms, and come up through Barbados, which is the other section of preferred rooms. Now, if you do book a water view room, you could be in any of these rooms, Jamaica, Barbados, Martinique, or Aruba, with a water view. There's no guarantee which section you're going to be in with a water view. If you book standard, you'll be in Aruba and Jamaica. Preferred, you'll be in Martinique or Barbados. And you can see Disney's Riviera Resort right there across Barefoot Bay. And we're gonna head down this path towards Martinique. Now, I just want to stop here and point out that all of these buildings are 2 stories, and you can see you have the stairs on the end there. But because of when this resort was built, they actually do not have any elevators available for these rooms. So if you have mobility issues, make sure you put a note of that in your reservation. Either you book an accessible room or you put in a request for a first floor room, because there are no elevators available. You do have to take the stairs if you're on the 2nd floor. And you'll notice over here on the left, we do have a large beach area. There's a volleyball net. There's a fire pit over there where they typically would do their marshmallow roasting when they were having those. And there's hammocks and beach chairs. This is in the Martinique section, but they have a beach in every village of the resort here. So each village has their own little beach area with places to sit and a few hammocks, things like that. So we'll see those as we go around the resort. Now we've come to the end of the Martinique section of the resort. We do have the sign here letting you know that you're continuing on this path to Disney's Riviera Resort if you keep walking, but the path does go all the way around and will eventually get you to Aruba if you want to continue going. So if you're looking to go for a run or a walk, you can take the path all the way around Barefoot Bay, past Riviera, and through all the villages here at Caribbean Beach. We are not going to go that way. If you would like to see the full resort tour of Disney's Riviera Resort, we do have that up on the channel, so I'll link it in the description down below and up above in the right hand corner. Each of the villages here, including Martinique, does have its own quiet pool, so we're going to go and see all those different quiet pools. They're all very similar, a lot different than the main feature pool here at Caribbean Beach. No music, no lifeguards, anything like that, just the pool. And it is a little bit deeper. It is a 6-foot pool here in Martinique. And of course you have those dividers over there letting you know it does get quite a bit deeper. The chairs all around the pool have been spaced out in groups of 2, 3, 4, and 5 just for distancing. And of course they ask you not to move those chairs because they have set those up on purpose. And then right here at the back of the pool area, we do have restrooms. They're going to have those by every pool here, as well as laundry facilities. So here we have the laundry at the resort. We have washers and dryers, and they do have both the credit card machine you can see over there in the corner, as well as coin operated options for the laundry here. We have 10 dryers and 8 washers here in the room, as well as vending machines for snacks and laundry detergent. And then if you have laundry in here, you can use this website to make sure you have a time on when your laundry is going to be done, or to check and see which ones are available if you're not able to come over here and look before you want to put your laundry in. And of course they do have towels available at all of the pools here at the Disney resorts, including Caribbean Beach, so you don't have to bring your own from the room. They have those available here at the pool. We're going to go out this back gate really quickly and just point out the bus stop. We're not going to go and visit all the bus stops around the resort because some of them are pretty far out of the way from the main path around Barefoot Bay that we're going to be taking. But you can see that building and bus straight ahead in the distance. That is the bus stop for this village, Martinique. If you happen to be staying here in Martinique, you may be closer to the bus stop at Old Port Royal where we started than you are to the bus stop over here at the very end of the village. So just check the map, check where your building is, and you may find that a different bus stop is closer than the one that's designated for your village. Now in the different buildings here in Martinique, of course, you do have ice machines and vending machines as well. Those are going to be scattered around throughout the buildings, usually right in the center underneath the stairs. So if you look at the signs on the wall, they'll generally direct you towards the ice and vending machines. And now we're back out here on the main path around Barefoot Bay. We're going to backtrack and go towards Old Port Royal. We're going to check out the pool and the dining options that are over there that we haven't seen yet. And then we're going to head over to the other side of the water via Caribbean Key, which is the island right there in the middle of the resort. thankfully they do have lots of great signage all around the resort giving you directions as you're trying to find your village or restaurant or whatever you may be looking for. To the right, we could go to Sebastian's Bistro or continue on the path to the other villages, but we're going to go first to the pool. We'll come around the other side of the building there and show you Sebastian's Bistro and Banana Cabana. And then these doors here are the ones we showed you in the lobby that exit right out the back. And this is where we would have come out, right by that pineapple fountain. They do have a ping pong table over here. If you need to get ping pong paddles or balls, you can get those from the recreation cast members. And we're going to go and check out the main pool. And then you have one of the entrances to the pool over here. It's a pretty large pool for the feature pool here. There are, of course, towels available and chairs set up distanced around the pool deck here. They do also have life jackets available for the kids. They've got those right over here. And then they have the kids splash area over here. This is available for kids under 48 inches tall. It is pirate themed, of course, like the rest of the resort. It's a pretty awesome splash area. You can see there's kind of a wading pool down below the slide. They've got two slides next to each other here, little twin slides, as well as the tube slide over there. Got the shipwreck up top, a little Mickey head hidden on there, and the giant barrel of water that will tip over any minute now. And there's where that other slide comes out on the back here. Pretty awesome splash area. And over here on the left are the restrooms. We have both men's, women's, and family restrooms here, just as we do at all the pools. You can see the slide over here. This is where that kind of fort slide drops you out in the pool. And it is a zero entry pool. We'll go to the other side and see. We also have a second water slide right over here inside the fort. And here on the back of the giant water slide, we actually have the hot tub kind of tucked away back in the back here, so it's nice and quiet compared to the main pool area where you have the activities and the recreation cast playing music and all those different things up there. A lot more peaceful and quiet back here in the back by the hot tub. And then this is the zero entry part of the pool right here. You can see you can just walk right down into the pool, so it's great if you have kids having that zero entry option over here. So right here, just outside the main pool, we have Banana Cabana. This is a lounge here at Caribbean Beach. Typically, it would be kind of the lounge attached to Sebastian's Bistro. However, Sebastian's Bistro is not currently open. So they have the full service bar here. It is not a table service restaurant, so you cannot make a reservation. You just check in with a cast member to get your name on a wait list to get a table, and they will seat you. Of course, they do serve you here. They do have servers, but it is not something you can make a reservation for. It's first come, first serve. They have delicious food here. I personally love the wings, really, really good wings. And this is a great place to come for a meal while you're staying here at Caribbean Beach, especially since Sebastian's Bistro right over here is not currently open. Sebastian's Bistro, we feel, is one of the hidden gems here at the Walt Disney World resorts. It is a table service restaurant just inside those doors, but they have not reopened since the closure in 2020, and we don't know when they will reopen. Now, as we walk along the outside of the pool here, we could continue down this path to go over to Barbados and Trinidad and get to the Skyliner, but instead, we're going to take this bridge on the right to Caribbean Key, which is the island here in between the two halves of the resort across Barefoot Bay. Now, there's a couple things here on the island I want to make sure we point out. The first one is over here on the right. This is one of the pathways you can take to get to the playground for the kids. It is open from sunrise to sunset. After that, they do close those gates. But we're going to keep going down this path to go to the other entrance instead of walking all the way around. This gate right here takes us over to the lawn. This is where they'll do the movies under the stars on select nights. So make sure you check that activity schedule when you check in to find out which movies are playing on which nights while you're staying here. Then we have this little bridge right over here to take us to the playground area. We could have kept walking outside. There is a second gate to get in here, but we'll go across this little bridge here. This is the kids' playground area, and it is a very large playground, as you can see. One of the larger ones at the resorts here as far as the play areas go. They have this nice canopy over the one section right here, which is great. And then on the ground, it is not mulch. It is a giant rubber mat made of rubber mulch. It's not loose mulch here that you can kick around. So that's really nice and comfortable to walk on and for the kids to play on just in case they fall. Now back out here on the main path across the island. There's one more little detour we want to take. It's over here on the left. This is just a really pretty little garden area that you can walk through. Again, open from sunrise to sunset. They've just got some flowers and tropical plants out here. There's a few rockers that you can sit on scattered around through the little huts they have built over here. Just a really pretty area to come out and enjoy sitting by the water. So we've made it to the other side of the island, and you can see we are now here on the other side of the island. We're going to head up to Aruba before coming back down and going to Jamaica and then checking out the rest of the resort. And you can see, as I mentioned earlier, each of the villages does have their own beach. This is the beach here for Aruba. It's quite a bit larger than the beach for Martinique, which is across the water there. You can actually see it right there by those blue buildings. But the Aruba section is also much larger than the Martinique section as far as number of rooms. So we've made it to the very end of the Aruba section. We are here by the Disney Skyliner station for Riviera. So if you're staying in Aruba, it may be closer for you to walk to the Skyliner station here at Riviera from your room to go to Epcot than it would be to walk to the main Disney Skyliner hub here at Caribbean Beach, which is all the way down here. So depending on if you're trying to go to Epcot or Hollywood Studios, it may be faster just to take this Skyliner station. However, if you're going to Hollywood Studios, you've got to go all the way back to the main Skyliner hub from here. So depending on the line at the Riviera station, it may be faster just to take that walk down to the Skyliner hub. Now, one other thing I want to point out is the bus stop. It's right here in this little circle area, and that is your main bus stop for Aruba. It's very, very close to the Disney Skyliner station, but if you wind up in Aruba in a building maybe down here, it's probably going to be closer for you to walk to the bus stop over here in Jamaica than it is to go to the bus stop up there in Aruba. And again, each of the villages has their own quiet pool. So here in Aruba, it's no different. We've got a quiet pool right up these steps. This one is a little bit larger than the one in Martinique and doesn't get as deep either. This one only goes to 4.5 feet, but it's a good sized pool. And then of course in the back, they also have the restrooms and laundry in that little purple building over there. And now we're crossing into Jamaica. You can see the color of the buildings changes as you go through the different sections. So we're in Jamaica. We're going to head down and check out the pool and the beach here before moving on to the Skyliner hub. And this is the quiet pool here in Jamaica. Again, only 4.5 feet deep. Good sized pool here. And you've got the restrooms and the laundry as well in that building on the other side, just like the other pools we've been to. And of course they do have towels and towel return as well as life jackets available here at the pool. And then just outside the pool is the beach here in Jamaica. This one is the largest of any of the beaches here. You can see it just keeps going, wrapping around the corner here. Lots of hammocks and beach chairs here. And just across the water here is Barbados. That is the other preferred section besides Martinique, where we started. We're going to go over there and see that in just a minute, but that is going to be the closest section to the Skyliner hub here at Caribbean Beach besides Jamaica that has regular rooms. Trinidad is just on the other side of the bridge. We'll show you it as well. That's where the pirate rooms are, so those are a little bit different, but they are also about the same proximity to the Skyliner as this half of Jamaica and Barbados over there. So we've crossed the street here and we are at the main Disney Skyliner hub here at Caribbean Beach. As I mentioned, Jamaica is really close to the hub, as well as Trinidad over there, the pirate rooms. We'll head over that direction in just a minute. And then Barbados, which is just across the water on the other side of the street there. So depending on which room you have, it could be a pretty long walk over to the hub here for the Skyliner. You may want to take advantage of that internal resort shuttle. You can see just on the other side of the greenery here, we do have that internal shuttle stop. From that bus stop, you cannot get to any of the parks. It is just a stop for the internal shuttle here at Caribbean Beach that will take you to all the other bus stops around the different villages. They also have a Joffrey's right here by the Skyliner hub. So if you want to grab some coffee before you go on the Skyliner, they are open all day long and they have both hot and cold coffees, as well as some pastries and things. So there are 3 lines here for the Skyliner. One directly across from me is going to Pop Century and Art of Animation. The one straight ahead there is going to Hollywood Studios. And the one over here to the right goes to Disney's Riviera Resort, that second Skyliner station we saw earlier, as well as Epcot continuing on past Riviera. If you're going to be going from Caribbean Beach to any of these places, the hub is your best bet, unless you happen to be in Aruba and you're closer to that Riviera station. So now we're going to head across the water over to the Trinidad section, which is where the pirate rooms are, and then we're going to work our way back up to the front through Barbados. So we are now down here in Trinidad. We're going to walk a little bit further down to their quiet pool as well as Spyglass Grill. We're just going to follow the lake here and check all that out. Then we're going to head back up through into Barbados and then back where we started to Old Port Royal. So we just got a few more stops to go on the tour here. Now all the rooms here in Trinidad are pirate rooms. They are incredibly themed rooms where the beds are pirate ships and the dresser is made of crates and the mini fridge is inside of a barrel and the table is the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean. Tons of theming in these rooms. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description below to our room tour from that, as well as up above in the right hand corner. You got to check that out. It's an amazing room. They only have 2 view categories, standard view and water view. Standard view is going to be anywhere that is not out here by the water with a view either through the window on the side of the room here or through the window on the front of the room by the door of the water. So most of the rooms here are standard view, but there are some along the edge here that are water view. So we've made it to the halfway point in Trinidad here by the Spyglass Grill and the beach and the pool. We're going to stay and check this out. We could walk all the way to the end of the buildings, but we're not going to do that. It's just something we want to point out, that if you happen to be in these buildings down here at the very end, you have a very long walk to get all the way back up to Old Port Royal. And you even have a long walk to the Skyliner because you have to go up to the bridge and over to the Skyliner. So you're definitely going to want to take advantage of that internal resort shuttle or have a car with you if you're staying here in the pirate rooms. Of course, we do have a beach here just like all the other villages with beach chairs and hammocks down there by the water. A lot quieter and more peaceful here than some of the other beaches that are closer to the pool where you can kind of hear the pool music going. And over here on the right is Spyglass Grill. This is a quick service location that has not reopened. since the closure in 2020. However, when they're open, they have a variety of quick service options. We personally were big fans of the tacos here, and this is a great spot to come to get lunch if you're staying in the Pirate Rooms, because you don't have to go all the way up to Centertown Market at Old Port Royal. You can get food right here close to your rooms. And then right here on the other side of Spyglass Grill is the Quiet Pool. Again, just 4.5 feet deep on the deep end, and we do have restrooms and laundry facilities in the building right next to it here, just like the other quiet pools around the different villages. And of course, they have towels and life jackets available at the pool here as well. So now we're going to take a walk up to Barbados, check out their quiet pool, and then head on back to Old Port Royal after that. Now, if you're heading back to Barbados or Old Port Royal, you can go up the hill here and cross the street. However, you can also go down under the bridge. Of course, if you're going to the Skyliner, you have to go across the bridge. That's not an option. But if you're trying to get back to the front, going under the bridge is a great option where you don't have to go up the hill and across the street, especially if you have little kids with you. It's just a little bit easier and safer to go down here under the bridge. You just want to make sure, if you're going to be walking through here, that if you have a stroller, it's not one of those big wide double strollers, because it's not going to fit here by this little smiley guy who's trying to stop golf carts and things like that from coming through here. And over on the left, we have the beach here for Barbados. It is probably one of the smallest beaches. They do have a couple hammocks out here though, and of course those beach chairs. So no matter which section you're staying in, it's kind of nice to have your own little private beach. And then on the right is our quiet pool here at Barbados. This one again is 4.5 feet deep, much like the other quiet pools that we saw. And they do have that restroom and laundry over on the other side of the pool. So that's the end of the Barbados section, which again is the other preferred section besides Martinique. So if you're booking a preferred room, you'll either be over here in Barbados or in Martinique, where we began the tour earlier. And over here on the right, we've got a little seating area where they've set up cornhole, and if you'd like to play that, they do have those bags available for you from the recreation cast members. You can stop by the pool and find any of them to get those to come out here and play. And they do have one additional beach. This one doesn't belong to any specific village. This is kind of the beach for Old Port Royal up here at the front of the resort.
Thank you so much for joining us for that tour of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment below with your favorite part and let us know if you've stayed here before.
And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button to like the video and hit that big red subscribe button. You can get subscribed to the channel and get notified whenever we post new videos at this resort and other Walt Disney World resorts and other Disney resorts all around the world. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time,
we're here with the ears.